Hey guys, it's Kyle here. I just wanted to take a minute or two and show you what Chad and I have been up to the last couple of days. You can see I'm in a multiplayer server we've got. I'm in a Void Age, and without further ado, let me just fly up here and show you what we've made. Look at this. We took the last day or two. Actually, this part of it only took about an hour or two, and duplicated the wrenched arena, minus the bells and whistles, the blimp, and the wrenched house, because they aren't important for the actual competition themselves. We intended to do this as sort of a practice arena. But that's not really the cool part. You know, it functions. It does pretty much everything that the wrenched arena does. You'll notice too, it's the episode 1 arena. I just watched episode 2, the first round today, so we'll make the appropriate adjustments. But what we have been mainly working on is the clock. So at the moment, you can see I've got it set at 42. You know, the answer to life, the universe, and everything, because that's what they've got it set up. But we do have it fully wired. I see that I left blue on accident. So kind of crazy back here. It's taken a couple of days. You can see we've got it controlled by a computer. There's 7 I/O expanders. It's kind of nut sauce. So what we have here is I've already loaded the program because it takes quite a while to compile some of this stuff. We've actually got, in order to expedite some of it, we've written sort of an installer. So if we ever have to reboot the machine and reload everything, we just have to do a one load and then install, and it loads everything up for us. So the basic function of this thing I'm just going to go over with you guys, and I'm going to try to keep this video short. There's really 2 commands that get used. There's a set command and a run command. So if we use a set command, let's say 30, since most runs are supposed to be 30 minutes, we'll throw a 30 on the stack, we'll do a set. What'll happen is you'll see the clock gets set to 30 minutes. And the ring around the outside is nothing because it's exactly 30 minutes, 0 seconds. So the ring on the outside is the seconds. And then the only other thing you have to do is do a run. And so let me throw a run in here, and you'll see that, let me hop around the front because it's easier to read. We hop down to 29 seconds, and the ring starts counting down seconds. And you'll see that it goes all the way around, it counts all the way down, and then when it gets to the 0 place, we get 0, 0 with no rings on there, and that's when the game is over. So let me pause it here, and we'll move it down to something a little more reasonable. Oops. So we will soft restart. Let's do a 1 set. It doesn't handle a 0 set very well at the moment. There's some overflow conditions that you can throw into this program that will cause it to kind of throw a fit. So you can't do a 0 set right now. So yeah, anyway, we spent a couple days doing this. I'll see if we can include the code. I don't want to show it in the video because it's just hard to see. Maybe we'll do a separate video with Chad explaining a lot of it. We essentially wrote it once and then rewrote it all again. That's why if you were looking at those installs, you'll notice that a lot of them load up in the tens because the first couple blocks we have of our original code. If the Wrench team has any interest in this, I know they've got a lot smarter people than myself working on that kind of stuff, but if they have an interest and they want to use it, they just need to contact Chad or myself. We're more than willing to just give over all the code and even come in and set it up if they want. It'd be kind of fun to do. So we'll see. We're down in the last 3 seconds. 2, 1, 0. And that's the end of it. We do have a blink command that, so right now blue's the only light on. Let me throw on a couple others because they should be loaded. So let's all on. So that command turns on all the players, and as soon as I get my wireless redstone working, it'll turn on the platforms too. But it turns on all the players on the outside, and I intend to add at the very end of that a blink. So let me try to get to an angle where you can see things. It's hard to see, but if you see the blue over there is on, and you can still sort of see it, we should be able to throw a blink in there. And what it'll do is cause the lights to go off and then back on. And it's smart enough to know that if I yellow off, so let's say that we're in a second, oops, that's not how you spell yellow. We're in another round and yellow has been disqualified. So if you look on the right hand side of your screen, you can see yellow is over here and blue is over here. So yellow is off and all the rest of them are on, but you can only see 2 of them while I do this. If I do a blink, it's smart enough that it turns all of them off, but it won't turn yellow back on, so that stays off. One other thing before I leave you guys, just because it's kind of a teaser and it's sort of fun to do, the chests, we do have them down here, and they're fully stocked. Again, they're not quite laid out the way they were in the most recent Wrenched, but you'll notice there are logistic pipes under them, and those go to a teleport pipe all the way up to our platform. So for internal competitions and stuff like that, we're going to do some runs where we use logistics pipes to request some of our raw materials. So, if you need 10 gunpowder, you just hit a request and up pops your gunpowder. So anyway, this is the Brothers Claws basically practice arena for Wrenched. I hope you guys like it, and check us out later. We'll probably do a follow-up video with some of the detailed code stuff behind the clock. It's not terribly complicated, but it's kind of cool. So hope to see you guys then.